Immediately after Della woke up, she saw the mysterious goddess in her bed. "Jesus!" Della screamed, and quickly the mysterious goddess turned into her normal face. When she wanted to blast Della with her powers, Della screamed her name. "Eze Nwanyi, Queen Mother, who sent you to come and destroy me? My great-grandmother told me that your duties were to protect the people from your kingdom and to destroy all the enemies of your kingdom. Why do you want to kill me? What have I done?" "Who are you?" the goddess asked in an unusual voice. "I am Della, daughter of Agada Kamama, granddaughter of Agoda Komamo, the popular palm wine tapper, and great-granddaughter of Agidi Kimimi, the great warrior who hails from your kingdom. Ezenwanyi, go back to whoever sent you to kill me." The goddess steadily stared at Della with her mysterious eyes. Suddenly she realized that Della was truly from her kingdom, and she couldn't harm Della and her unborn child because it was against the law of their land. So she disappeared. Immediately after she disappeared, the madman who was sleeping on the ground woke up and began to laugh, but Della stopped him and told him to go back to sleep, and he quickly went back and continued sleeping. Della couldn't sleep throughout the night because of what she encountered. She was extremely scared and shivered. Who could have sent Ezenwani to come and kill me? Or is it because of this madman that she came? She asked. But I don't think so. Oh, God, what's going on? After the goddess left Della's room, she appeared in Bob's room that night and walked around the room with lumps of smiles on her mysterious face. Bob was sleeping without knowing what was going on in his room, and after a while, she disappeared. The next morning, Della went to a hospital for a checkup because she was having severe pains in her stomach, and she was extremely scared because she thought the goddess had harmed her unborn child. When she got to the hospital, the doctor conducted tests and told her there was nothing wrong with her unborn child, that she was just having a normal stomachache. The doctor eventually prescribed some drugs for her to buy to stop the stomachache, and she got better after taking the drugs. A few days later, Bob and his friends went to a restaurant to enjoy themselves. While they were drinking and eating, a very beautiful strange girl named Loveline walked in and ordered food and drink for herself, and Bob was busy staring at her uncontrollably. "Bob! Bob! Bob!" Rex called. "Bob, are you okay?" Felix asked. Yes, I am okay," Bob replied. "Bob, you've been staring at that girl since she came here. I hope it's not what I'm thinking," Rex said. "Guys, that girl just grabbed my attention, like she just captured my heart completely. Guys, I'm coming, I want to go and meet that girl," Bob said as he left their table. "The girl is damn cute," Felix said. "I swear, she is even more beautiful than Della, his late fiancé," Rex replied. When Bob got to the girl's table, he said, "Hi, pretty." "Good day, sir," Loveline greeted. "Good day, can I join you if you don't mind?" "Pretty sure. Please sit," she replied. "Thank you very much." "You're welcome. So what's your name?" she asked. "My name is Bob. What about you?" "I am Loveline." "Wow, what an angelic name." "Loveline, I must confess, you're as pretty as a speckled pup, and your cuteness is far beyond comparison. I have seen numerous girls, but I have never seen a girl as pretty and adorable as you are," Bob said. "Oh, thank you, you're also very handsome." "Thank you, Loveline. So are you living in this town?" "Not at all. I live in the capital, but I'm from this village. I just came here for a very significant project," she responded. "Wow, that's amazing. So how long do you intend to stay here?" "Just a week. I believe by then I would have accomplished my mission, then head back to the capital," she replied. Thereafter, they exchanged contacts, and as they looked into their eyes, It was like love at first sight. 3 days later, Prince Dan summoned Ono, the Prime Minister, and the King's cabinets. "I summoned you people here to discuss something very important with you," Dan said. "My prince, go ahead and say whatever you want to say, please." "We're all ears," Ono said. "Thank you very much, my elders. It has been 2 months since Prince Obi died, and my father traveled to India for treatments, and the throne has been empty since he fell sick. So as an heir, I want you people here to crown me king. When my father comes back, I will step down for him," Prince Dan said. "That's an abomination, my prince. It's against our customs and traditions. We would never crown you king when our king is still alive," they replied. "I will give 5 of you 10 million, that's 2 to 2 million each, to crown me king," Dan said. "Thank you, my prince, but we don't need your money, and you will never be crowned king until your father joins our ancestors. We beg to take our leave," Ono responded, and they all left the palace. A few days later, Bob invited Loveline to his house to spend a night with him because she intended to travel to the capital the next day. When she came that night, they made love without protection. That particular night, Bob had a terrible nightmare. In that dream, he paid Loveline's bride price, they did their traditional marriage, and on the wedding day, they joined them together as husband and wife. After they put each other's wedding rings, they decided to kiss each other. But while they were kissing, suddenly Loveline turned into that mysterious goddess's face. Bob screamed and woke up, and immediately after he woke up, he turned towards Loveline, who was awake and staring at him. Loveline said to him, "My husband, congratulations," and she disappeared. As soon as she disappeared, Bob ran away from the room to the gateman's room. "Ola! Ola!" Bob called with great fear. "Ogre, what is pursuing you?" the gateman asked. "Did you see her?" "See who, Ogre?" Ola asked. "That girl who came to visit me." "Ogre, I didn't see anybody, ooh." "Ola, go to my room and bring my phones and lock all the doors. I want to sleep in your room." "Ogre, what's happening?" Ola asked. "My friend, will you go and do what I ask you to do and stop asking me a stupid question?" Bob commanded. As soon as the sun rose in the morning, Bob ran to his friend's place and disclosed everything to them. "This is incredible, Bob. Your problem is stubbornness. I warned you to get rid of that girl, but you wouldn't listen," Rex said. "Guy, forget about what you're saying. Let's talk about how to tackle these issues before it gets out of hand," Felix replied. "So what should we do now?" Rex asked. "Bob, what do you intend to do now? Because this matter seems delicate," Felix asked. "I want to go and meet that native doctor to see if he would help me out because, as I'm speaking right now, I don't feel okay. I feel my life is in serious danger," Bob murmured. "That's exactly what I'm thinking. So when are you going?" Felix asked. "Today, bro," Bob screamed. A few hours later, Bob got to the shrine. "Young man, what is it this time?" the native doctor asked. "Eyes of the gods, help me. My life is in danger," Bob exclaimed. "Young man, what's your problem?" Bob disclosed everything to him. "Young man, stretch your hands. Open your palms. Chaiye," said the native doctor as he shook his head. "Young man, I warned, but you allowed your friends to mislead you." "Eyes of the gods, what should I do at this juncture?" Bob asked with teary eyes. "Young man, there is absolutely nothing you can do or I can do for you, because you're already married to a very powerful ancient goddess." "I am finished. I am finished. Eyes of the gods, please help me," Bob cried out. "Young man, there is no way I can help you. The goddess is extremely powerful. I can't withstand her. But she won't harm or hurt you because she is in love with you. But if you dare marry another woman or sleep with another girl, it will be a big battle between you and her. Now leave my shrine." Bob sadly left the shrine. A few months later, Della gave birth to a boy named Fortune. If not for God, Della could have lost her life during the child delivery. She went through various complications before she gave birth to Fortune. She spent all the money she had to pay her hospital bills, drugs, and to buy the baby's items, and there was nobody who helped her. She struggled all alone, but God saw her through. That very day she gave birth to Fortune, there were mysterious signs in the palace. Varieties of birds came and flew around the palace. Rain fell only in the palace for 3 days non-stop, and many strange things happened in the palace. After the strange signs, the Queen, Ono, and the King's cabinets questioned Prince Dan. "My prince, the palace has been experiencing unusual signs lately, and over the years, these signs only happen when a future king of this kingdom is born. So we summoned you here to ask you whether you got any girl pregnant without our knowing." "Oh no, you know, I can't hide such good news from you people. I did not impregnate any girl," Prince Dan replied. "Please, my son, tell us the truth. Did you mistakenly impregnate any girl that you've denied? Because what just happened in the palace happened the day I gave birth to your late brother Obi, and it can only happen when the future king of this kingdom is born. Tell us, did you impregnate any girl?" the Queen asked. "No, Mummy," he replied. "These signs never lie," said the Queen. "My Queen, if Prince Dan has assured that he has not impregnated any lady out there, it may not be wrong that the late Prince Obi may have gotten a woman pregnant before he died," one of the cabinet said. "Can that be possible? Prince Obi died about a year ago," she replied. "Let's quickly consult the chief priest to explain to us what's going on in this kingdom," Prime Minister Ono said. While they were conversing, the chief priest walked in. "The future king is born," the chief priest said. "Oh, Ezemuo is here. Eyes of the gods, explain to us what's happening in our kingdom," said the Queen. "Long live my Queen. The future king of this kingdom is born," the chief priest responded. "Ezemuo, where is he? Where can we find him?" "Because we're completely confused," the Queen asked anxiously. "The gods have not yet revealed where the future king is, but he will surely come back home at the appointed time," the chief priest responded. "When is the appointed time? Because we can't wait to see our future king." "He would return at any time soon. I take my leave," said the chief priest. The Queen, the Prince, Ono, and the King's cabinets were extremely confused. One morning, Bob was brushing his mouth in a sink with a mirror in front of him. While brushing, suddenly Loveline appeared in a mysterious form on the mirror. Bob screamed, and as he was about to run away, Loveline said, "Hey, stand there! You dare not run away from me because I am your wife." Bob stood still. He couldn't move any part of his body. "I didn't come to harm you, but to inform you that I am pregnant for you." "Bob, if you don't want to know the type of person I am, avoid sleeping with another girl, because any day you do that, I will torment you for 6 months non-stop. And don't forget I am seeing everything you do. Any day, any time, you need help, call on me, and I will answer you speedily. I love you." She disappeared. As soon as she disappeared, Bob ran away from the house like a madman. A few months later, life became extremely hard for Della. They scarcely ate once daily because she spent all the money she had during the child's delivery. So she decided to carry Fortune on her back and start hawking water in the market. One day, her rent was due, and she didn't have money to renew the rent. She had been begging the landlord for an extension. One morning, the landlord came, threatened and humiliated her. "Madman's wife, I am giving you a week to pay all my money, else I will not hesitate to throw you out of my house. In fact, I will arrest you till you pay the months you owe already. I have been patient enough," the landlord said. As soon as the landlord left, the woman Della collected foodstuffs on credit, came and harassed her badly. After the woman left, Della sat on the ground and began to cry heavily. And the madman, who was just steadily looking at her, got up from where he was sitting, removed a golden necklace from his pocket and gave it to Della. Della was extremely surprised because she never knew the madman had such a thing on him. She was hesitant at first, but the madman insisted he puts the gold chain over her neck. So she gladly collected and put it on her neck, and that put a smile on her face and comforted her too. So she got up from the ground, hugged the madman, and said thank you for the surprise. But the madman didn't even utter a word. Thereafter, she once again carried fortune on her back, locked the madman inside, and went out to hawk her water. 3 days later, Della was hawking water on the roadside with fortune on her back. One man who wanted to buy water called. "How many do you want, sir?" Della asked. The man was staring at the golden necklace she was wearing. "Please, sir, tell me how many you want instead of just staring," Della asked. "Young lady, hold on. Why are you hawking water under this hot sun?" he asked. "Please, sir, that's my source of income, and that's what I do to take care of my family," she replied. "I don't get it, young lady. How can you be wearing a necklace worth millions of naira and you're hawking water?" the man asked. "You mean this necklace?" she asked. "Yes, this is a millions of naira necklace." "Sir, I didn't know." "Where did you get it from?" he asked. "My husband gave me." "Your husband must have been a millionaire or billionaire. Madam, please sell this necklace and use the money to take care of yourself and your family. You can wear a fortune on your neck and be suffering," the man replied and drove away. On hearing what the man said, Della quickly went to the local gold market, and when she asked them how much the necklace cost, she was shocked when the Malams told her 2 million naira. She quietly left the shop and went to another shop, and when she got there, they looked at her from head to toe and priced the necklace 3 million naira. Noticing that the gold traders were sizing her up before telling her the price, she didn't sell it because she believed the necklace could be costlier than the amount they priced. So she came back home. She braided her hair, she bought the most expensive and most good-looking gown and shoes she had. She dressed expensively and hired a very clean taxi to take her back to the same gold market. When she got to the place, she behaved and acted like a billionaire's daughter. Everything about her changed. So when she asked the buyer how much he would buy the necklace, he said, 10 million, ma. 10 what? Do you know how much I bought this necklace? See if you are not interested in buying this necklace, let me know. I have other buyers waiting for me, Della said. Madam, how much do you want to sell? The shop owner asked. 25 million naira, she replied. Ah, madam, 25 million is too much, nah. Okay, I will pay 13 million naira. You're not ready to buy. Driver, please take me to another place, Della said. She went to 3 different places, and they all priced less than the first buyer, so she went back to the first buyer. Okay, bring 16. Let's deal, Della said. No, madam, the best I can do is 13.5 million, said the gold buyer. You know what? Bring 14.5 million, Della said. 14 is okay, madam. I'm going, bye-bye, have a nice day. Madam, come, let me give you 14.5 million. Driver, please, let's go. He's not ready to buy. Please, madam, come back, call your account number. 2 minutes later, The buyer transferred 15 million naira to Della's account. Thereafter, Della settled the taxi driver, cleared all her debts, and paid her house rent. Lastly, she bought all the items she needed at home and also bought some clothes and shoes for the madman. When she got home, she asked the madman, "Who are you?" "Me?" the madman asked. "Yes, you. Who are you?" Della asked curiously. "Me?" the madman asked and laughed. "Oh God, what's happening to me like this? See, if you don't tell me who you are today, I will leave this house for you right now," Della said. The madman seriously stared at her and began to laugh again. Della was super confused. She didn't know what to do again, so she decided to go out to look for a shop to start up a business. After she opened her shop, she took the madman to several psychiatric hospitals to cure the madness. But no hospital was able to cure the madness. And she spent a lot of money, but it did not work out. So she focused on her business. One day, Ivan, Della's brother, finished his youth service and came back home. "Mummy, Daddy, have you people found out where my sister is?" Ivan asked. "Ivan, forget about that useless sister, whom I sent to school and ended up bringing shame and reproach to this family," Agada Kamama said. "Daddy, please don't blame my sister. It was because of the love and the uncontrollable feeling she had for the madman that made her choose the madman over Bob, and that shouldn't have made you people abandon her," Ivan said. "My son, I agree with you. I have been thinking and crying day and night because of my daughter. I regretted the day that I supported your father to throw her out of the house. I miss my only daughter so much," his mother murmured. "It's okay, Mummy. But do you know where she is right now?" Ivan asked. "Not at all. I heard she gave birth a few months ago, but no one knows where she is residing," she replied. "I will go to all her friends' houses to find out whether they know where Della is staying," Ivan replied. Thereafter, Ivan went to all of Della's friends' houses in search of Della, but none of them knew where Della was living. A week later, Bob was about to go to work, and while he was driving, Loveline appeared in the back seat. When Bob saw her, he wanted to run away from the car, but Loveline locked the car doors instantly. "Please don't kill me, please don't kill me," Bob begged. "Why are you always afraid of your wife? I told you that I will never hurt you because you are my lovely husband, and the earlier you accept me as your wife, the better it is for you," Loveline said. "What do you want from me?" Bob asked fearfully. "Nothing but your love. I have 2 surprises for you. Number 1 is that I have given birth to a boy in another world. Take this card, use it, and withdraw any amount of money you want, but never check the account balance. But any day you check the account balance or give the card to somebody else to withdraw money, there will be repercussions. Take it and use your birth year as the PIN." Bob was extremely scared to collect the card, but Loveline tossed it on his body and disappeared. Bob opened the doors and ran as far away from the car as he could. 2 hours later, Bob came back with Felix and Rex to carry his car. He fearfully opened the car, and the mysterious ATM card that Loveline gave him was still in the car. So he disclosed everything Loveline said about the ATM card to his friends. "Bob, what are we waiting for? Let's go and test this ATM card if it would work," Felix said. Thereafter, they went to an ATM, and Bob used the mysterious ATM card to withdraw a huge amount of money that day, and they were very happy. Back to Ivan. After asking for Della's whereabouts from Della's friends to no avail, he remembered Anita. He then proceeded to Anita's home. Anita said she did not know her whereabouts but had her direct phone number, and she then gave Ivan the phone number. Ivan was very grateful. He leaves with so much gratitude. Later that evening, Ivan called Della on the phone. She was shocked to hear Ivan's voice. Ivan said he wanted to come to see her, that he had missed her so much. Della said she does not give out her house address, but gave him her shop address. A few hours later, Ivan arrived at Della's shop, and she took him to her apartment. Ivan was extremely amazed because of how Della took good care of the madman. Della told him about the golden necklace that the madman gave her. "Sister, don't you think it's high time you should take him to a psychiatric hospital in another state?" Ivan asked. "Ivan, I am just tired. I have taken him to several psychiatric hospitals and spent a whole lot of money from the money I got from selling the necklace, yet no solution to his madness. Sister, I understand. Please don't give up. Just try and take him to a psychiatric hospital in another state, and I am willing to support you anywhere I can." "Ivan, which state are you talking about?" "Adomo state, sister," Ivan replied. "Okay, I will think about it," Della replied. "Please, sister, think fast. You know I always want the best for you." "Ivan, I know. So how was your youth service?" "It was amazing, sister. I thank God even. I want to rush to my shop before customers come and look for me." 3 days later, Ivan called his best friend, who was based in Adomo, whom he shared the situation of the madman's condition with. "Hello, Ivan." "Fred, what's up?" "Ivan, I have an update concerning your sister's fiancé's condition." "You told me about 3 days ago," Fred said. "Fred, what's the update, please?" "Ivan, there is a newly opened private hospital my parents told me about. They said 70% of the doctors in that hospital are specialists in brain treatment, and the hospital is top-notch. But it's an expensive hospital. I would love your sister to bring her fiancé, madman, to the hospital, because I believe the hospital would cure him from the madness," Fred said. "Fred, thank you very much. I will tell her as soon as she comes back from work." "Okay, do not hesitate to tell me her response," Fred said. "All right, talk to you later." A few hours later, Della came back from work, so Ivan disclosed everything his best friend told him to. Della: "Ivan, I could have loved to take him to the hospital, but the problem is money," Della replied. "Sister, I understand, but please, I will advise you should sell the land you told me you bought when you sold the necklace." She paused a little to think of the decision of selling the land. "Okay, I will sell it, considering I even got the land from the golden necklace he gave me," Della replied. "Please do," Ivan replied. The next morning, Felix advised Bob to carry the mysterious ATM card and relocate to the bigger city so that Loveline wouldn't appear to him due to a tale his mother told him when he was small, that such spirits do not cross the Niger River, which you must cross to get to the big city. And Bob foolishly agreed to relocate to the bigger city. A week later, Della got a buyer for the land. A few days after she sold the land, Ivan and Della took the madman to Adamo State, and it was that same day Bob traveled to the big city with his friends, Felix and Rex. When Della and Ivan got to Fred's father's house, his parents welcomed them very well and gave them their guest's room to stay. The following morning, Fred drove them to the private hospital, and the doctors quickly attended to the madman. One night, Bob was sleeping. The mysterious goddess appeared and tapped him slowly, and when he woke up, he wanted to scream. But the goddess seized his voice. "How dare you travel to the big city without informing me? Or did you think I would not locate you? I told you before that I see everything you're doing every day. I give you 1 week to return, else I will show you what I'm made of." She disappeared. 5 days later, they discharged the madman after 3 major brain surgeries, and the doctors assured Della that the madman would recover from the madness soon. But Della did not believe in what the doctor said. When they traveled to their residence, Della began to lament badly that she wasted the money because there was no improvement. As a matter of fact, he seemed to be deteriorating, as he was always sleeping excessively. "Please, sister, let's just be patient like the doctor said," Ivan said. "Ivan, leave me with all this advice. I'm tired of waiting. I can't wait any longer. I just wasted that money," she lamented. One early morning, Della was in the bathroom taking her bath, while Ivan, Fortune, and the madman were still asleep. Suddenly, she heard the madman asking, "Where am I? Who kidnapped me?" Della quickly toweled her body and rushed out to see what was happening. "Ivan, what's going on?" Della asked confusingly. "Sister, I am as confused as you are," Ivan replied. "Hey, woman, who are you? Who brought me here?" the madman asked. I... Della stammered confusingly. "Hey, Mr. Man and Woman, I need answers to my questions right now. Wait, did you people kidnap me and bring me to this pig's house? Don't you people know who I am and who my father is?" the madman asked. "We didn't kidnap you, sir. My sister and I were the ones who saved your life," Ivan responded. "Saved my life how? Who are you people?" the madman asked. "I am your wife. The guy with me here is my younger brother, and that baby on the bed is your son," Della replied. "I don't get it. Can you repeat what you just said?" the madman asked. "I said I am your wife. The guy here is my younger brother, and the baby on the bed is your biological son," Della replied. "My wife and son, how? When did I marry you? Where is my phone?" the madman asked confusingly. "Sir, you got married to my sister last year, and you've been living with her for a year plus now," Ivan replied. "Stay with who for a year? It is very clear that you people are mad." "Now can I have my phone?" the madman commanded. Della couldn't utter a word. She was just busy weeping silently. "Sir, we didn't see you with any phone when we saved your life," Ivan replied. "Whose life did you people save? I don't understand the rubbish you people are talking about. Look, I want to get out of here right now. Tomorrow is my coronation and my people are waiting for me," the madman said. While they were interacting, Della's TV was on, showing an advert. Suddenly, the madman heard them saying 1982 on the TV instead of 1981. He quickly glanced at the TV and saw 1982. "Bro, which year are we?" he asked confusingly. "Sir, we're in the year 1982, Ivan responded. 1980 what? Oh my God, what's wrong with me? What have you people done to me? The madman asked furiously. Sir, we were your lifesavers, but you didn't give us the slightest opportunity to explain to you what happened. That's why you are confused, Ivan said. Please, what happened to me? What have you done to me? The madman asked, screaming on top of his voice. Well, sir, it's only my sister that can narrate the whole story to you, because she was the only one who was with you right from the day it all started till today. So, but please try to be calm, Ivan said. Okay, young lady, I am very sorry for raising my voice. Please pardon my manners and tell me what happened to me, because right now, I don't understand myself. The madman apologized. Thereafter, Della began to narrate everything right from the first night to him. After she finished narrating what happened, the madman sadly got on his knees and appreciated Della. Thank you very much for saving my life. Without you, I could have been the dead man by now. May God bless you mightily for me. Della also went down on her knees to apologize. No, don't apologize. Please, I feel I am the one to apologize, because I had my way with you and got you pregnant, even when you were in the state you were. please forgive me. I don't understand how my emotions took a better part of me. Lost in thought for a slight moment, Dan, after all the love I have shown you and everything I did for you, you had the guts to conspire to kill me. Dan, I am coming for you, the madman said. I am extremely sorry, sir, but sir, who is Dan? Ivan asked. He's my younger brother, he replied. But how did you know he was the one who conspired to kill you? Ivan asked. Because he was the one who came with 2 boys to pick me up when I arrived at the airport that evening, the madman responded. I am very sorry about that, sir. I thank God for your life, Ivan said. What is your name? I have been with you without knowing your name, Della asked. My name is Obi. What about yours? I am Della. Okay, what about you? My name is Ivan. Please, Della. Can you do me a favor? Obi asked. What kind of favor, please? She asked. Let's carry the baby and go for the DNA test because I'm just desperate to know whether the child is truly my son, he replied. Okay, but the problem is where we would get the money for the DNA test, because I have spent all the money and resources I had for your mental illness, Della said. Don't worry about money. When I get there, I will introduce myself to them, Obi said. Who are you, please? Della and Ivan asked coincidentally. I don't need to introduce myself to you people, but very soon you people will know who I am, Obi replied. Thereafter, they went for the DNA test. Back at the palace, the king returned from India to his kingdom. He was better, but not completely recovered. The next day, he had a very significant meeting with his family, Ono, the Prime Minister, and his cabinets concerning the coronation. At the end of the meeting, they agreed to crown Prince Dan, and they fixed the date for the coronation. A few days later, the DNA test result was out, and Obi confirmed he was truly the biological father of Fortune. Thereafter, Obi arranged to go back to his town with Della, Fortune, and Ivan the following day, and it was exactly the day for the coronation. While the ceremony was going on in the palace, suddenly, a taxi driver drove Obi, Della, Ivan, and Fortune entered the palace. And when the king, queen, Prince Dan, and other people who were at the palace saw Obi, they began to shout, "Ghost! Ghost! Ghost!" as some people ran away. The king, the queen, and Prince Dan were in total shock. "No, this cannot be possible. They killed him," Dan unknowingly whispered. The king and queen looked in Dan's direction. "Dan, you said what?" the king asked. To be continued. Comment next episode if you are interested to see more, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon so you do not miss any episode. Thank you for watching. We love you.